Hi there, I'm here to have an informal chat with Yvonne. You know Yvonne, she's a well-known TV and wellbeing food presenter for BBC Morning Live. We're coming to chat because last year, Sign Live celebrated a 10-year anniversary. It's been a year since, and we're becoming Convo, so we're going to catch up. How are you?
It's so lovely to see you. I think it was last year, wasn't it, that I seen you at the launch?
Yes, that's right. 10-year anniversary was last year. You did that presentation. It was a lovely event. I still remember it like it was yesterday.
I feel the same. Can't believe it's been 10-year anniversary.
Now we're into our 11th year and we're changing. I'll tell you all about that soon.
Wow, a lot of changes.
Yeah, lots of changes in place.
Amazing. Wow, that's great.
What are you cooking?
So today I'm cooking something special for you.
Wow, thank you.
It is proper British food.
Cool.
Shepherd's pie.
Sounds fantastic.
And we're using lamb. This is the sign, shepherd.
Makes sense.
It's going to be incredible. Do you like cooking?
Yeah, I cook, or I try to cook often, especially a Sunday roast. It's an important meal of the week, I think.
You cook a roast dinner every week, do you?
Lamb, chicken.
Never fail, every week.
Yeah, it depends. If there's a commitment on at the weekend, it depends. How about you?
You'll have to ask my family. It's not on and off. But I made a roast dinner last night. I think it was the first time possibly in 3 months. I'm going to ask you more about your work, but tell me where you're from.
Me? Well, I grew up and born in South Africa. We moved here perhaps 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago. Fitted into the British deaf community, learnt BSL and connected. I used to work at a big hearing company. And when I moved here, I made a promise to myself that I would never work for a company like that again. I really wanted to invest my time, my skills and my energy into the deaf community. And that's what I've done.
Wow. So you moved to the UK. It must have been a great culture shock.
Yeah, I didn't know anyone. Over time, I have my own place. I have a good job that I enjoy. I know people.
So you're really well travelled.
Yeah, I have travelled. I feel like I need to see the world a bit more, though. It's a big place. There's lots out there.
Yeah, same. There's so much out there, isn't there? And you've got a family.
Yeah.
You moved here and then you got a job.
Yeah, my first job was a company called Remark. I was with them for 4 years. And then COVID happened. I moved on for the BDA, British Deaf Association. I was there 2 years.
What role did you do?
So I was operational manager back then.
So managerial skills, yeah.
So I was operational manager back then. Yeah, I like to operate, organise things. Before I worked in the Deaf Olympics, I was a logistic officer. I was overseeing 45 players. I organised everything from their hotel booking, their kit, the parade, the flights, everything. It became kind of a natural skill of mine to organise things. So operational manager for BDA for 2 years, I enjoyed that. I felt something was missing. I wanted to work within the deaf community and the job became available at Sign Live and I thought, I'll have a go, I'll apply. I got it. And then I was Director of Customer Success.
What was that like for you when you got a job at Sign Live?
Yeah, it was like a dream come true. So when I left school, I never really knew what I wanted to become. And as I've seen my journey, to where I am today, it's really grown. And when I was with Sign Live, it's like times have changed. People have shifted.
Yeah, tell me more.
Convo back in 2020 merged with Sign Live, but Sign Live decided to keep the name. So as I joined, I travelled throughout the deaf community to ask for feedback. What did the community feel about Sign Live? What needs were there? What gaps were there? There was talk about confusion of the name. It's very similar to other companies, our competitors. also trying to work out what we could do better to make the deaf community feel that it was for them, not sort of company-led, wanted it to be community-led. So this became the mission, and as time moved on, we're changing the name from Sign Live to Convo.
So the word Sign Live has changed to Convo now, yeah.
Yeah, so it's changing to Convo.
But it's the same company.
Sign Live was established 11 years ago, and last year we celebrated that 10-year anniversary, and now we're changing the name to Convo.
I want to ask you more about that, but I need to cook as well. So about the cooking, I'm just browning off the meat, which is really important because then it becomes caramelised. Then I'm going to take it out and then I'm going to cook the vegetables off.
Fab.
My mum, Steph, she's 93 and she had a mincer. So she had a proper machine to mince the meat. We don't use them now. I would love to have one. I'm just set that aside.
And it makes you wonder how long you've been cooking and presenting?
So I've been cooking since I was a little girl. My mum cooked all my life. She was a brilliant host. You know, with a deaf family, you always have people come over to your home. And she was really keen to bring people in. So I've seen her cooking all my life and I've learned everything from her. And I've been working on TV for the BBC and ITV altogether about 8 years.
Wow. So in those past 8 years, you must have seen changes over time.
Yeah.
Technology improving.
Yeah, definitely. I think what's changed mostly in the last 3 years, I would say, is the attitude towards deaf people. So definitely within the BBC, everything's changing. You know, people are less apprehensive of working with deaf people. So I feel like I've been really instrumental in leading the way. And I won't be the last. I think there'll be more people after me.
Yeah, so you're paving the way, aren't you, for the ones to come?
Yeah, definitely. It comes in waves, I think. So we've got onion here. How do you cut your onion?
Well, I normally cut them and, tear up. I'm interested to see how you do it.
So normally you leave the root on.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, and then throw that away.
I normally cook the onions with the mince together.
Yeah, I mean, there are different ways, but I believe cooking the mince first, let it soak in all of the juices, and it's still cooking even on the plate here. I'm going to add a bit of oil.
Oops.
So yeah, I would just use olive oil for this. Or rapeseed oil,
Some people use water, don't they? Yeah, some people use water as they're cooking.
Yeah. But it doesn't really keep the flavours in.
Okay.
Do you want to help me peel these?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
So we're going to use a little bit different. You know me, I like to mix it up a bit. So if you chop and tail this and then slice.
Yeah, I can slice
the veg into slices like this. It's lovely having a little assistant in the kitchen.
I enjoy, being in the kitchen. You can talk about anything whilst we're here, from life to work to family.
That's what we're doing. Yeah. But I think with cooking with deaf people, because you're using your hands, it just takes forever, doesn't it? When I do the cooking programme, I can't present at the same time because we haven't got a lot of time, so we've got to plan ahead. Sometimes I use mouth patterns and the interpreter voices over.
Yeah, I see, yeah. So you do a lot of prep with the interpreter before, like scripting?
There's loads of prep involved. The item's only 8 minutes long, but the preparation takes weeks. So preparation really does help. You'll know about that with prep at work.
Yeah, you have to. You have to be prepared and planned, especially now as I'm rebranding to Convo. There's lots of planning and prep that's been involved. It's been enjoyable, Officially, we're going to be Convo. We've got a new sign name. So previously, our team, we've got lots of departments, and one of the customer support departments, there's 7 deaf staff that work there, and we were talking about what sign name we should use for Convo. There was a feeling that it should be this, like a camera going from one direction to the other. And we sort of had a feel of the community, what their responses were. We had some feedback and they didn't really like that sign. It wasn't self-explanatory. So we thought, right, we'd ask the community, could they feedback and give us a name that they thought was a better fit for Convo, the company, what we're doing. So we had over 30 plus videos.
Everyone wants to give their opinions.
They were all sending videos in. Yeah, it was really interesting, really beautiful, the differences. Lots of people liked the idea of Sign Live and they wanted that legacy to be there somewhere. And what was made was this, Convo.
I like it.
So this represents the globe because we're global.
So it's like a round sign.
There are 5 countries at the moment that Convo's been used in: South Africa, Australia, the UK, Canada and America.
Wow.
And there's more to come. So that's the global sign, and the C stands for communication, conversation.
Convo. Convo. That is beautiful. Wow.
Thank you. So thanks to everybody in the community that gave us their input. That was really important to me.
And that shows that you've listened to the deaf community.
And listening's key. It is important if you want to improve and change. It's always important to bring the deaf community into the journey, because without them, you can't go anywhere.
Exactly. That's it, isn't it? Look at us. We're not even cooking, we're chatting. So far I've put the onion in and celery. Chop that up, put that. I love celery, do you? No.
No. I can eat it, but I don't love it. I'll eat it occasionally.
Right, do try and eat it raw, maybe. I think when you get over 20s, 30s, your taste changes. I didn't like celery. I didn't like mushrooms, but now I love them.
I went to one of your menopause workshops a while ago and you were talking about food and the variety, and I remember still that I need to try and eat different foods.
Yeah, a minimum of 30.
Yeah, and cook them in different styles, like frying or baking, so that you get different tastes. I took your advice and it seems to improve my eating a bit more.
Fantastic. Have you tried this before?
No.
This is celeriac. You can get them from all over, but it's an ugly vegetable, isn't it? But they taste delicious. You can make celeriac chips, you can roast it, and look, it looks like this. So they'll be on the top of cottage pie.
Oh, so like a layer. Fantastic.
And this is a root vegetable. Do you like spicy?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's have a bit of paprika. Oh, a bit more, bit more. Lovely.
Sometimes when I'm cooking, I get a bit nervous that I'm not going to put enough or too much.
I feel like cooking's like an art. You can just add in whatever you want. Paprika isn't spicy, you know.
Just a strong smell.
No, there's no spice. It is a strong flavour, but it's not chilli based. And this goes in the oven for about 20 minutes. So within your work, do you invite people for coffee or over for dinner or?
We have a community event. So this year, there's over 100 events that we've been to.
100 this year in the UK, wow.
Yeah. All in the UK, yeah. So we've tried to link with the community at every level, from the very small workshops to the very grand events.
What type of events, workshops?
So we've talked about, at stores, products that we can use. We've tried to imagine Convo being kind of owning the conversation. It's your conversation and you're leading it. So when we make the call and we say, please, can you explain? We never say that. The call is your own. If you want to interrupt, you interrupt. If you want to hang up, you hang up. So if you want to make the call further, you do that.
So you're talking about the actual relay service.
So the caller themselves, so that's Convo's belief, is it's the deaf person that owns it. If you make a mistake and oops, it's okay. You're learning from that mistake and the next call will be better. That's how you're going to grow your independence, to empower yourself and to realise you can do it. That's what we're trying to envisage. So within the workshop, we're trying to coach and talk about examples.
Because some people don't know how, do they?
Yeah, so VRS to me, it's also quite new. Deaf people obviously don't have telephone ethics.
Exactly.
So VRS has become, you think it's the same as a face-to-face conversation, but it's not. You need to explain the background of a meeting or call. You might need to feed the interpreter a little bit because that will help your call be better. You'll have a better experience. So those kind of bits of information, some deaf people aren't aware.
And it's not their fault, is it? They haven't been taught that. It's a new thing, isn't it?
So now you can make calls, but sometimes we need to look after the interpreters. They could get a call, a simple call linked to a pizza order, fine. But their next call could be an arrangement for a funeral. It could be a child being taken or something, medical appointment. They don't know what the call's going to be. They have to adapt. And so we have to model that. And as a deaf person, we expect this, that and the other. Yes, that's true, but we need to think of the interpreters and relate to them and think how we can better work together.
So you go out to teams and workshops, you provide and think about ethics and work with the deaf community. And not everybody's the same. You've got deaf professionals, you've got maybe grassroots deaf people.
Yeah. I've been to speak to partners, their companies that have joined with us. We've got over 200 now, 200 partners.
Really?
So it means we can give them a QR code, an access point, and it means you don't need to download the app or anything. No. So, for example, you might go to a train station and you need to communicate, maybe the train's delayed and there's difficulties. You scan the QR code and an interpreter appears and you start signing straight away.
You don't need to register or anything?
No need. Have you seen one before, the QR code?
No.
I bought a sample for you. I think it's in my bag. Hang on.
I'm putting all my spices in. You must have loads of flavour in this dish. We've got thyme in here. I'm saying thyme, and then we're putting some smoked paprika in, and then some tomato puree. You must use this because this adds a lot of flavour. You can see the colour starting to pop, and of course, I'm going to use Worcester sauce. I wonder if America has this.
South Africa definitely do. Well, I'm not sure about America.
Do they?
Yeah, same name.
But that's proper UK, isn't it?
We have a town called Worcester as well. I went to school in Worcester. I always thought it was linked with South Africa, and I was a bit surprised to see England has one too.
Do you know what this is?
It mustard.
Yeah, Dijon mustard, which is a French mustard. Do you use it?
Yeah.
And this gives nice heat to the dish. It's nice and strong. So putting all that in, show me the QR code.
Oh, yeah, back to the QR code. So you will see images like this. So perhaps you're at the train station, there'll be a ticket office, the window and the stickers on the window. You'll see one of our stickers there that you can scan with your phone, wait a couple of seconds, and an interpreter will appear and you can start having a conversation with the hearing person, talking about your ticket or the problem on the train. Same with police officers that were walking around in your community. If you bump into someone, you want to report something that's happened that you've seen, you'll use this, a lanyard.
So who wears that?
So the officer will wear this.
See.
So if you see it on them, you can access that point. And we're really spreading out within the UK the access points to see more green across the country with our QR access points.
It's a lovely colour, isn't it?
Yeah, I always think it's environmental, community, working together.
That's a really good idea. Really visible.
Yeah, easy to spot as well.
So you would just use your phone, QR code, and you would get an interpreter straight away.
Yeah, straight away.
And are interpreters on shift all the time?
Yes, so we have a pool of over 150 interpreters that work with us. Per shift, it can range and vary from 10 to 30 interpreters on shift at any one time. So they're waiting for your call, and they'll receive call after call. Some are 5 minutes long, some are 1 hour, maybe a meeting. The interpreter, it's flexible. They'll be waiting for the next call. So like I've said, you don't know whether you're an easy or a hard call. That interpreter has to adjust each time, and it allows that availability to work within the community as well. It's important that they understand the deaf community as they're working online, so they're really mixing with the community.
Which is why the education, the workshops are so important. So you're there showing that you're providing that service. I'm sure it's a really high standard service.
For sure, quality is really important.
And also with the technology.
Yeah, technology too. We've evolved over time. So our app was built here in the UK. Sign Live was established in 2014 and the app was built here. And when it linked with Convo, they used a similar app worldwide, but it was actually built here.
So it was first developed here.
Same with the QR code. We're leading that. We have more partners in the UK compared to others. We're showing them in the world how it's done, and they're copying and branching out worldwide. So the world will become more green.
Wow.
It's really exciting to have each, the general manager. So I'm the one that leads the UK. Australia have their own, each country. So we meet and we discuss and we plan shortcomings, improvements, developments, opportunities. We get together regularly.
Wow. That is incredible. Can I just pause you? Because cooking is all about timing. So you could see this is cooking off really well. And then we're going to use this, which is real ale. British people love this. So it's a dark ale, which gives depth of flavour.
Oh, would you not use wine?
Yeah, you can use wine, but with meat, this works really well. Could use cider, beer, not lager, but ale works really well. Oh, red wine, yeah, whatever you fancy. So we're going to use half and make sure it's high temperature.
So it's, bubbling away. I can see it there, like simmering.
Yeah, and you can smell it, can't you?
Yeah, it smells really strong.
Yeah, so we'll save that for later. And then we're going to cover this over and cook it off for another 20 minutes. Yeah, look, nice and crispy.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, they're gone crispy.
And that is done. So we're going to do the topping now.
Still bubbling away there. Great. What's that?
This is actually potato, but sweet potato. Yeah, you can see with the colour, can't you? It's more healthier. It's got higher fibre content. And anything orange really helps with eye health. So it works well with cheese and milk mixed in there and then blended slightly. So I'm going to put that on the top.
It looks like a cake. It looks like you're icing a cake.
We'll just layer it on. You can layer them differently.
Oh, yeah, you could do a pattern.
So we've got this celeriac going on the top as well.
Oh, yeah. Really sweet. What seasoning did you put there?
It all comes with time.
Oh, they're tasty. Nice.
And then the cheese is a must.
Always a must.
Do you like strong cheese or mild cheese?
Strong, yeah.
Do you? I love a lot of cheese. Let it all melt in. And that is it. It goes under the grill for about 5 minutes and then you're done.
I remember before you were talking about you being one of the first ones to join Sign Live. It was 11 years ago. And I was wondering, your time then to now, what changes have you seen?
I think at that time, technology was a little bit more behind. I remember the interpreter was a bit blurry, even though we were connected via Wi-Fi. But now the quality of interpreters are completely different. The technology is different. You couldn't use your phone. You had to use a laptop and an external camera. But now it's completely different.
Yeah, technology has really changed over time. It's marvellous. Just wanted to add, with our app that we're releasing, we've got a new version called Audio Connect. So when you meet a hearing person, you know, within an environment that's a bit noisy and maybe they can't hear, you know, the interpreter can't hear, they're not able to hear the interpreter. So we're going to have a QR code within the app that they can scan on their phone and use their own phone as the mic.
That's amazing.
So the interpreter will be able to hear really well within a noisy environment. That's a new feature we're adding.
There's a dream that I have. I don't know whether it's already happening, but you know, I love cold water swimming.
Oh, yes, I know.
Sometimes I go then to a sauna, and sometimes there's hearing people and I miss out on conversation. So I would love to bring my phone in the sauna and have an interpreter in, but obviously with the steam, that's going to affect the phone. So maybe that's something you can think about in the future, isn't it?
Oh, that's something we can think about.
Accessibility in a sauna or even underwater communication.
Maybe it's something we can develop in the future. We've got some new features and versions coming.
And what do you think is going to happen in the future?
I'm really, really excited about the new era coming our way of Sign Live becoming Convo. For the community to know that, yes, we've designed it for them. It's for them. And by them, it's led by them. How we want to have our conversations, not just being told what to do when we're fitting in with others. It's technology fitting into us. So I'm excited for that.
It sounds really exciting. Wow. I can't wait to see what's going to develop with Convo.
Thank you.
Shall we eat to celebrate?
Yes, let's.
Ta-da! And you can see all the different layers, can't you? Should we play it up?
Yes, let's. Wow, it's amazing.
And then we need to add a bit of fresh parsley. Enjoy.
Amazing, thank you so much.
Let's celebrate.
Convo.
Convo.
Exciting times, and encourage people to download the Convo app and enjoy their conversations.
Thank you for being here with me. I love to cook with you again.
Yeah, for sure.
Try the celeriac.
Oh, it's amazing. Delicious.
Isn't it lovely? So warm and comfort food. Lovely.